Hello and welcome to National Focus. I am Shakira Peer. In the headlines, the Dominica Entrepreneurship and Innovation Hub has been officially launched. Cabinet reached decision for the reclassification of the public service, and St. Mary's Academy student tops 2020 CSEC exams. Details of the headline stories and more when we return.
The hurricane season is less than a month away. Find out today what types of hazards that could happen where you live. Hurricanes can cause many hazards, including flooding due to heavy rainfall, large waves along the coast, strong winds, landslides, and falling rocks. Determine your risk and be prepared for any eventuality. A message from the Government Information Service.
Welcome back. The government of Dominica, in collaboration with the Organization of American States, OAS, and the Dominica Association of Industry and Commerce, has officially launched the Dominica Entrepreneurship and Innovation Hub. The Dominica Entrepreneurship and Innovation Hub is geared at assisting entrepreneurs with the necessary support to be able to develop the tools, knowledge, and skills needed for building resilient and innovative businesses. The young entrepreneurs will attend a week-long training which will prepare them for any difficulties they may face as business owners. Prime Minister Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit says the launching of this hub is a realization of government's vision to assist individuals to become independent.
This morning's occasion gives me added pride because it is a realization of this government's vision to nurture the citizens of Dominica to become more self-sufficient and self-reliant, with the eventual aim of widening the private sector. COVID-19 has not been the only trigger for the situation we face. All over the world, the old adage of a job for life with the pension at the end has become a thing of the past. Multinationals act in the interests of the markets and their shareholders, and we ourselves have seen in Dominica.
Prime Minister Skerrit says these young entrepreneurs may be very successful in the future, but they will need the right support and should make the right decisions to ensure the success of their businesses.
Some of the entrepreneurs we are nurturing here may become the household names of this country, the region, and beyond, if they get the right support and if they make the right decisions. It is with this in mind that I am urging you to see this week not just as a workshop and a networking opportunity, but as an important step in your growth. I applaud the OS for being a key partner.
The Prime Minister says that while government has empowered many entrepreneurs, he believes a lot more has to be done for the self-employed to stimulate Dominica's economy.
While this government has done more for entrepreneurs than any other government before us, we have to do more. The primary difficulty for many entrepreneurs is not just knowledge or capital, but support. Imagine a young entrepreneur with an exciting product being forced to sell at a price that doesn't allow them to even meet the standards of fair trade. Why? Because businesses who resell can easily import substitute products at even cheaper pricing for resale. There is no support mechanism in this. This form of capitalism is unfortunately very prevalent in Dominica. And when government gives duty-free to imported items, the beneficiaries often do not pass the cost savings to the consumer and instead build their bottom line.
Prime Minister Skerrit encouraged the participants to make the most of this opportunity.
To each of you here today, young Dominicans, young business people, entrepreneurs, I want to implore you to grasp this opportunity with both hands. Make the most of this chance to cultivate your ideas and chart new paths to prosperity for yourselves, your families, your communities, and indeed the whole of Dominica. Be positive, think positively as we traverse difficult terrain, but terrain that we can certainly successfully traverse upon. May the good Lord bless you, the young people of Dominica, young entrepreneurs. I have the greatest admiration for you, for your commitment to your country and your commitment to each other. You are really and truly national heroes of our country.
Member of Parliament for the Soufriere constituency, Honorable Dennis Charles, called on the young persons to never give up and always put their all into their business ventures.
I know that all of you want to be successful, but allow me to share a famous quote. Success is not a destination, but a journey. Therefore, on that journey, one may experience failures, disappointments, or challenges. But if you believe and persevere, you shall achieve greatness.
President of the Dominica Association of Industry and Commerce, Mr. Stephen Lander, told the entrepreneurs that networking is important in the business world and they should seek support to ensure that their businesses are successful.
As I thought about what the true value of this Entrepreneurship Hub would be, I reflected on some advice given by Robert Johnson. Robert Johnson is the founder of Black Entertainment Television, BET. And when asked what advice he would give to young entrepreneurs, he said, make your friends before you need them. It's a bit of a funny statement, but what he was talking about was networking, right? And the thing about business is, and I'm sure you've realized, everything is so dynamic. And things will change day to day, and you will need to respond. And one of the key things that you can have is a strong network within which you can tap certain resources to help to respond to the challenges that you face on a day-to-day basis. So what I want for the entrepreneurs to think about, as you go through this week, as you interact with professionals, and you come in contact with them, think of it not as a single point of contact, just in this workshop, but as a source of ongoing support as we leave here and you go back.
33 young entrepreneurs will receive the certificates of completion at a closing ceremony on Friday. President of Dominica, His Excellency Charles Savre, has called on citizens to take care of the elderly during the COVID-19 pandemic. Research has shown that persons over the age of 60 are more vulnerable to the virus and are at higher risk. In his address to the nation on International Day of Older Persons 2020, the President reminded citizens that it is everyone's responsibility to take care of the elderly.
I wish to take this opportunity to make the point that it is everyone's business during the COVID-19 pandemic to support and protect our elders. I am pleased to note that the health, safety, and support of our older persons are incorporated into government's comprehensive response to the COVID-19 pandemic. In light of the vulnerability of older persons to COVID-19, we have been strongly encouraged by our public health professionals to take all precautionary measures to protect our elders and to avoid non-essential in-person visits.
President Savre says that while citizens must stick to the social distancing protocols to keep the elderly safe and minimize risk of exposure, the elderly must not be ignored or isolated.
We must, however, bear in mind that during this period, our elders continue to have needs. We are to ensure that those needs continue to be met, including access to accurate information on how to stay physically and mentally healthy during the pandemic and what to do if they should fall ill. Additionally, finding ways to stay socially connected is even more important for the elderly, as many do not have easy access to digital platforms. Physical distancing is not social isolation. We all understand the reasons why we cannot pay in-person visits to our elders. So let us make a concerted effort to talk to them every day so they do not feel alone.
The president then called on local organizations to continue their quest in ensuring that the elderly live safe and comfortable lives.
Each and every one of us should also pledge support for the various civil society organizations that are providing nursing and social care to our older persons, and let our efforts be counted. I urge all the voluntary and civil society organizations to continue to recruit more hands to aid in their respective quests to support and protect our elders, and to see to it that they continue to live happy and comfortable lives.
The Caribbean Center for Development Administration, CARICAD, will help fulfill Cabinet's decision to undertake the organizational review and reclassification of the public service in Dominica. This decision will allow a comprehensive analysis of the organizational structure of the various ministries and departments. During this time, an evaluation of salaries will be done, and the compensation structure within the public service will also be reviewed.
Some of the main activities to be undertaken by CARICAD in this effort. One, a strategic review of all ministries and departments, including to assess mandate, functions, structures, systems, and staffing to determine fit for purpose. Determination of operational effectiveness, goal achievement, and efficiency of the entities. Recommendations for modernized ICT systems and workflows to contribute to enhance service delivery in keeping with the proposed changes outlined. A review of the existing legislation to determine alignment of legal mandates with performance outcomes, and where necessary, make recommendations to strengthen the legislative framework.
The team responsible for this assignment will be led by Mr. Devon Rowe, Executive Director of CARICAD. Other nationals of CARICOM who are experienced in working in the Caribbean region will also form part of this team. The professional fees for this assignment is $346,500, with the consultancy being carried out over a 12-month period effective November 1, 2020. 17-year-old Hannanelle Valerie of the St. Mary's Academy has topped the 2020 Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate (CSEC) examination with 11 ones and 1 2. 748 candidates sat the exams this year, with 345 males and 403 females. 50 students from 10 secondary schools obtained 6 or more grade 1s in the CSEC exams. Mr. Valerie says he's excited to have accomplished a goal that he has worked hard towards. He thanked his family, friends, and teachers for the support that they gave him.
To be quite honest, it was something that I had dreamt of, something that I really worked towards, but at a point I have to admit I wasn't exactly sure if it was going to happen, but I just want to say that I am happy. I can't really describe the emotion right now because it's been a long couple of months from since the beginning of fifth form, and I just have to say at the end I'm just joyful. I'm really speechless. I just want to give thanks to God because really He has helped me through this period. Even at times when I felt like I couldn't go further, I felt like I got a second win. I want to thank my parents who have always supported me, who have done so much for me, and my teachers and my friends and my family who have helped me even at the times when I need someone to carry me through. They helped me. They gave me the information I needed to do this exam, and I really want to thank everyone for their support. And yes, it's just an honor that I could represent my school and represent my country.
Mr. Valerie says he used the COVID-19 pandemic as a period to grow.
I used it to grow. I focused more on what I could get out of the situation and on the situation itself, and I just want to use that to encourage people that whatever you might be facing right now, don't look at the negative, but look at how you can get through it, because every time you climb a mountain, it's not to weaken you, but it's actually strengthening you, because in life you're going to find many obstacles, but it's only the real success is when you can get through them and actually be confident that you can get through more of them.
Mr. Valerie aims to become a forensic scientist in the future. He is currently majoring in biology, physics, and chemistry at the Dominica State College. The young scholar encouraged other male students to remain focused on their goals during their academic career.
It's focus that needs to be the primary goal for males, because I know a lot of talented male people, but sometimes we get caught up in, the male stereotypes that seem to define us. So I just want to encourage them to stay focused. If you know that what you are doing is to help you and to help those, keep to your goal. Don't let people drive you with things that might seem pleasurable now, but focus on what you know is right for you. Don't give in to pressure, and find a good, because I have friends I can call my brothers and friends who have helped me. Unfortunately, many of them might not have been perform as top as I did, but I can say that they helped me get to where I am as a person. So get yourself with people that will help you, that will push you, that will encourage you, that will stand with you.
16-year-old Kira Edwards of the Convent High School also secured 11 grade 1s. Ms. Edwards says while the COVID-19 pandemic presented a challenge, she used the time away from school to do independent studying and better prepare herself for the CSEC exams.
Personally, I was very happy that we had all that extra time to study, because I felt it gave me more of a chance to really internalize the information that we had covered in class and to go beyond that. So there was a lot of independent study, and I felt I got enough time to just understand the material.
Endalia Lotha of the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School was also elated to be a part of the top 10 students. She thanked her teachers and her family for their support before encouraging other students to remain focused in the face of adversity.
Firstly, I want to thank the Almighty Father for His strength and protection and guidance, and my parents who were a great help. Also my friends and my teachers at the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School for pushing me and believing in me. Regardless of the challenges, they should always remain focused and dedicated and determined to get what they want. So if they put in the work, they will get the success that they worked for.
Minister for Education, Human Resource Planning, Vocational Training and National Excellence, Honorable Octavia Alfred, congratulated the students on their success, saying that their achievement is testament to their hard work.
I extend congratulations to the schools, teachers, principals, parents, and others that form part of our student support system. Most importantly, I congratulate the students who deserve credit for believing in their own abilities and putting in the necessary work to achieve these results. Their achievement is testament to their courage, hard work, and perseverance. I wish also to register my appreciation for the work of the CXC local registrar and other officials of the Ministry of Education who in one way or another assisted in the administration of these exams. I look forward to our students continuing to make us proud.
Assistant Chief Education Officer Dr. Jeffrey Bless says the ministry and citizens should celebrate the resilience of the students.
We are happy this morning because not only are we celebrating the achievement of our students, but we are celebrating resilience with all the challenges posed by the COVID pandemic. The COVID experience has brought about significant challenges for the education system, both at the local level in terms of examinations and the regional level. But throughout these challenging periods, our schools, our teachers, our students, and our parents have demonstrated remarkable resilience and flexibility.
You're watching National Focus. More when we return. Welcome back. All COVID-19 certified stakeholders operating in the Safe in Nature bubble will be required to display the logo, says Marketing Executive Officer at the Discover Dominica Authority, Mrs. Samantha Later. Safe in Nature was launched on Friday, October 2, 2020, and is an initiative aimed at allowing visitors to come into the country and enjoy sights and tours in a safe setting. It allows for specific activities to be taken in accordance with an action plan and specific protocols. The logo, which was revealed at the launching, should be clearly displayed for visitors by stakeholders either on their uniform or in the place of their business.
Safe in Nature continues in keeping with the current branding guidelines of the Discover Dominica Authority. The green signifying our land-based natural attributes. You should notice the mountain landscape, which also forms part of the Discover Dominica Authority's logo. Of course, the blue hues signify our pristine underwater attributes. The Safe in Nature logo will highlight that persons displaying this logo will be certified to ensure a safe in nature experience to all visitors. Display options can include at the accommodation facility, at their front desk operations, on websites, on social media handles, on the uniforms of our service providers, the vehicles of our certified transportation providers. This will always guarantee to persons that the destination is doing all that is possible to bring the true Nature Island experience while constantly focusing on the safety of visitors.
A Safe in Nature guide has also been developed and is available to visitors. The guide details the pathway for visitors in the Safe in Nature bubble from time of arrival to time of departure.
We have also developed a Safe in Nature visitor guide. This guide will allow visitors to understand the very simple path for being safe in nature, from the time they are cleared at the ports of entry until they depart our shores. The Safe in Nature brand information, along with the pathway for visiting Dominica, is available on the Discover Dominica Authority's website at discoverdominica.com, and you can click on the travel advisory and get so much more information on the Safe in Nature brand. So yes, we continue with our plans in welcoming our visitors back. Like I mentioned, we started with visitors from our CARICOM travel bubble, and we are now encouraging visitors from other source markets with the Safe in Nature managed experience while on island.
The government of Dominica has approved the temporary lifting of ban on hunting of wildlife from October 1, 2020 to November 13, 2020. The Forestry, Wildlife and Parks Division of the Ministry of Environment, Rural Modernization and Kalinago Upliftment has reminded the general public that it is an offense under the Forestry and Wildlife Act to hunt or fish in freshwater streams without a valid license. The sale and possible limited export of wildlife or parts will be permitted from October 1, 2020 to November 30, 2020. Beyond such periods, persons found selling and exporting wildlife shall be prosecuted by law. During this period, licensed hunters may hunt crabs, agouti, and manikou. Any hunting of other species of animals, including the mountain chicken, all birds, and iguanas, is strictly prohibited. The public is advised beginning today, hunting and fishing licenses may be obtained at the Forestry, Wildlife and Parks Division. The 2020 Golden Drum Ceremony has been scheduled for November 14, 2020. The Golden Drum Award, Dominica's highest cultural award. Instituted in 1982, the Golden Drum Award is issued annually to individuals, groups, or institutions that have made outstanding contributions to the development of Dominica's art and culture spanning at least 20 years. The ceremony is normally held in August as part of emancipation celebrations, but was postponed due to restrictions posed by the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. Mr. Raymond Lawrence is the Chief Cultural Officer.
We had postponed the Golden Drum Awards which is a very important ceremony for culture in Dominica. We recognize people in the field of culture for their outstanding contributions. And because of the COVID situation, we had to postpone the Golden Drum Awards. Usually we have the ceremony at the end of July, early August, as part of Emancipation celebration. So the Cultural Division took a decision to have the Golden Drum Award ceremony on Saturday, the 14th of November. So it will be right after the independence celebrations, but at the same time, in the spirit of independence.
Mr. Lawrence says the final list of awardees will soon be approved so that recipients can be notified.
Yes, we will have, again, maybe a downscaled, but nonetheless interesting and meaningful ceremony, hopefully at the Old Mill Cultural Center, in which we recognize outstanding persons. So we'll award them with Golden Drum Awards, and then we have another category for special recognition awardees as well. So we hope to have that in November this year. We haven't arrived yet at a final number. We have been, it's a long list, and we have been shortlisting. But we hope soon enough, maybe within the next week or two, to finalize the list so that we can inform them early enough and that they can get ready for that special recognition ceremony.
22 teachers have been recognized for their years of dedication to the teaching profession. The awards were given at the Dominica Association of Teachers recognition of World Teachers Day under the theme Leading in Crisis, Reimagining the Future on October 2nd, 2020. Public Relations Officer of the DAT, Ms. Juanita Carbon, says the teachers were chosen as a result of their steadfast commitment to the service. She stated although they have retired, they continue to contribute and actively participate in the education sector.
At this time, we have the recognition of our retired educators. We have 22 teachers who have retired from active teaching, because sometimes they're retired, but they still help out. They have retired from active teaching, and today the Dominica Association of Teachers will recognize these educators.
Minister for Education, Human Resource Planning, Vocational Training, National Excellence, Honorable Octavia Alfred, and the Minister for Governance, Public Service Reform, Citizen Empowerment, Social Justice, and Ecclesiastical Affairs, Honorable Greta Roberts, were among the persons who were recognized for their contribution to the teaching profession. And now your weather update. A trough system is expected to produce an increase in cloudiness, scattered showers which could be heavy at times, and possible thunderstorm activity across most of the Lesser Antilles, including Dominica, during the next 24 to 48 hours. People in areas prone to flooding, landslides, and falling rocks should exercise caution during the next 24 to 48 hours. Meanwhile, a tropical wave located in the tropical Atlantic is expected to begin affecting the area late Wednesday into Thursday. Moderate seas are expected during the next 24 hours with waves heights near 7 feet. Tropical depression number 26 developed into tropical storm Delta near Jamaica earlier today and is expected to become a hurricane. This system poses no threat to Dominica. And that's all for this edition of National Focus. Be sure to follow GIS Dominica on Facebook, YouTube, as well as on Twitter. You can also drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm. From all of us here on the GIS News Production team, I'm Shakira Pierre. Thanks for watching.
you.